I thought Boston College was very sharp from start to finish, and we were awful. We had a terrible practice yesterday, missing layups, careless with the ball, and it carried over to tonight.
As a reminder, we'll use the hand raise function. I'll get ready to call on you guys. And first, we'll start with Michelle Kaufman.
Okay. Coach, after the last game, I mean, it just seemed like such a big difference. You talked the other day about the team did all the details, paid attention to all the small things and everything you wanted. Why do you think there was such a turnaround to a sloppy practice and a terrible game, as you just termed it?
I'd say a little bit has to do with the quick turnaround and, a little bit about how short our bench is. We didn't even have Dengek tonight. So now it's 5 guys, Chris Likes, Cam Auguste, Sam Wardenberg, Rodney Miller, and Dengek not there. 7 guys, all of whom, other than Anthony Walker, all those other 6 guys played a ton of minutes and have been playing a ton of minutes. And I can't get them any rest during the game. Like Isaiah Wong played all 20 minutes in the first half. The other thing is, our three-point shooting. Matt Cross didn't make any threes. The other guys are really not three-point shooters. So if Matt's not making them, you see we went 2 for 16. And the only guy who made a 3 was Elijah. So it's pretty hard to win when one team is making 18 threes and the other team is making 2.
Can I ask one follow-up about the 18 threes? How much of that was them just having a sharp night from outside, and how much of that was you guys not defending them properly?
Well, I'd say both. Initially, we've always had problems defending a 5-man who can shoot the 3. So Stephon Mitchell hit 3 threes in the first half. He's only hit 5 on the season. So when one guy starts making it, it has like a snowball effect. And we told our guys, Rich Kelly's having a great year. He's shooting the ball extremely well. Jay Heath is just a very good all-conference caliber guard. He's averaging 13 points today. He gets 25. And Kelly gets 27. They just torched our backcourt like we weren't there.
Our next question comes from Steve Wine.
Jim, with Isaiah, is it just a case of having to put so much on him with this short bench, and it's just wearing him down, or what would you say?
No, I think it's the lack of Chris Likes and Cam Auguste's three-point shooting. Isaiah's a driver, but if you drive and kick and the guy can't make the shot, they're not helping on the drive. I mean, they're over-helping on the drive and forcing him to throw it to a guy who doesn't shoot threes. So, we took 16 of them. But think back a month ago when we played, we were 1 for 17. We were 3 for 19. Now we're 2 for 16. When you count on guys to make threes that aren't there, it falls on someone else's shoulders. And we're just not good enough at making threes.
We have time for a couple more. Next one coming from Chris Duck.
Coach, on the broadcast, they said that Chris Likes practiced yesterday. Do you have an update on him? And then with Cam Auguste, kind of an odd situation that he plays, and then you've had to sit him. I know you mentioned him being sore. Was there a setback, or kind of what's going on with Cam?
Yeah, he had what is called a PRP injection. That means you're out for 10 days after the injection because he irritated the pulled hamstring. So he played against Clemson, did a nice job. But by playing against Clemson, he irritated that injury and had to have different kind of treatment to help improve the hamstring so he can get back and play. He hasn't even practiced, so.
Any other questions for Coach O? Thanks, Coach.
I have one. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, Michelle.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to ask you about Matt Cross. Do you think it was, when players play close to home, sometimes they get too nervous or tight or something? Do you think that how do you think he played? And do you think it was maybe because he was so close to home?
Well, I don't know about that. Some kids play great when they're close to home. Some kids, are uptight and are mentally distracted by being at home and playing in their hometown. But clearly, this is by far Matt's worst game. No points, no rebounds. No points, no rebounds, no steals, no assists, and 2 turnovers. So I told everybody after, we just, as a whole, played an awful game.